Something big is coming to MOSI. Get ready for the debut of their new digital 8K Dome Saunders Planetarium. Perfect for stargazers and lovers of astronomy.
Catherine Exedy is manager of the group outreach program here today to talk astronomy and a major space force, gravity. And Catherine, when I think of gravity, great to see you, by the way.
Good to see you.
When I think of gravity, I just think the older I get, my gravity planet nothing do.
For sure, for sure.
Everything is going that way.
So let's celebrate it.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate it instead.
So gravity, as you might remember from school, is one of the 4 fundamental forces of the universe. And to talk about it today, we've brought this demo that we call the fabric of space-time. So what's cool about gravity is that it actually bends and warps the space around it. So if you put a heavy object like a star in outer space, you can see that space-time is literally going to bend around it. So what does that mean?
Yeah, because I'm struggling here. I'm not going to lie. My little peon brain, struggling.
So basically, if you have a heavy object and this is a lighter object, we all know what's going to happen. It's going to be attracted to it. Gravity is an attractive force.
Oh,
Because the heavier object pulls the lighter object to it.
Exactly, because it has more mass. So a few weeks ago, my friend Jose came and talked about nebulas, which are clouds of gas in space. And that's actually how our solar system formed, all those little tiny bits of mass coming together because of gravity. But it also causes something really important that we talk about called orbits.
Yeah.
So if you drop another object with just the right speed around another object that's heavier, it's going to start to orbit. If you have too much force, it'll fly right off. And if you have too few, it'll just go directly to it, and it might not orbit for very long before it crashes into the surface. But if you have a spaceship that's going at just the right speed, or in our case, we have a moon that goes at just the right speed, it's going to orbit all around. It'll stay.
Oh, wow. So we think about magnetic attraction, but then gravity has those attractive forces as well.
So, and this is what happens in space, and this is why we have the orbits and everything like that.
This is exactly what, if you want to get really technical, Einstein was talking about with space-time, proving that gravity causes this kind of interaction.
Is that the E equals MC squared?
It's related, yeah. And another cool thing about it is with our telescopes, we try to see as far as we can in space, but we can't go see every tiny little planet that's out there. So gravity being an attractive force, you might have heard for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
So if you see this little one, it's being attracted to the bigger one, but you see that wobble on the bigger object?
Yes.
We can actually look for those wobbles in our telescope, and it'll show us that maybe there's a planet nearby a far distant star that we can't even see.
Oh, that's pulling on the gravity.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot of cool things in space, how everything, stars and solar systems form, how orbits work, and even how we can explore space and find new things that are out there.
So cool. So many cool things in space, and also cool things at MOSI because you have a big opening.
Definitely. So if you're interested in space and astronomy, we're so excited. We have our Saunders Planetarium opening April 1st, I believe, and it's going to be amazing. I've gotten a little bit of a sneak peek in there already, and the show is
It looks great. Really quick, what are the other 4 forces?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to think of that while we were doing this segment here.
There's magnetism that you mentioned as well, electromagnetism. And then there's the 2 nuclear forces, so fission and fusion as well.
Fission, fusion, magnetism, and gravity. Okay, we got it. See, look at what we learned today.
I learned something to share at a cocktail party, dinner party. Guess what Natalie's going to be talking about? If you want to talk about it too, mosi.org. And of course, you can do these hands-on experiments as well. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.